Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Elden Ring. This time I'm going to show you how to find and defeat a secret set of bosses, the Abductor Virgins. So I've broken this video up into two parts, so just check the timestamps in the description in case you're just here for a strategy for the boss. But first, I'm going to show you how to find the boss and all the information that leads up to it, and then I'll show you the actual boss strategy. So if you just want the strategy, just feel free to skip to it. The first part of this is for folks that want to know how you're supposed to know where to find this boss in the first place. So without further ado, let's get started. In Liurnia of the Lakes, you'll eventually want to find the Scenic Isle site of Grace, and there you will find Patches the Untethered. However, he will not appear here, I don't think, unless you found him in the Murkwater Cave back in Limgrave. So if he's not here, just walk up the river where you fight Bloody-Fingered Nereus and look for a cave along a side wall, and you'll find Patches there. Fight him, let him live, and then you'll start his questline. Once you talk to him, you want to select the talk option from his dialogue menu, and then he will tell you the story that he heard of how to get closer to the Erd Tree via a shortcut.
You're making your way to the Erd Tree, no? Well, I heard something that might help. A special means of reaching your destination. Have you ever seen an Iron Virgin? The clunky contraptions are whirlwinds of sickles and spiked wheels. But long ago, they were endowed with a spell of transposition. And get this, a surviving virgin sits at the bottom of the big water wheel in the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Its transpositional powers fully intact. So right, if you get caught in it on purpose, it'll chuck you out straight at the base of the Erd Tree. Or so I'm told.
Listening to Patches is not required. Once you have this knowledge yourself, you can just go do it. Patches is not a requirement for this, but I figured I would include it just in case folks are wondering how anyone could have figured this out. Patches is the one who told me. So there you go. So you want to continue your adventure until you reach the Academy of Raya Lucaria, and then maybe 15% of the way through that area, you will see the giant water wheel in question. You can get onto it once you get near the schoolhouse classroom side of Grace, so feel free to activate that and then backtrack to the water wheel. This way you can come back at any time. And then you just want to jump on the water wheel and take it all the way down. At the bottom of this area, you will need to jump down, but you'll land safely. But there is an Abductor Virgin in this area, and this is the one that Patches is talking about. What I recommend doing is running around, collecting all the treasures, and then you want to deliberately die to this Abductor Virgin, but you need to die to it by getting caught in its arms. I don't think just dying to like the mechanical parts of it will count. I do think you need to be abducted by it. So, once you do that, you'll be transported to Volcano Manor, and then you just adventure through the cave there, and eventually you will stumble upon the Abductor Virgin's boss fight. For this boss fight in particular, I do recommend using a rune arc because you are going to want as much health and stamina as humanly possible for you throughout this fight. This is a 2v1. The first Abductor Virgin has the wheels, and then the other one has swinging sickles. In my opinion, it is easier to take down the one with the wheels first because it is the most mobile and can chase you down really fast. But you always need to keep an ear out for the sickle one because when it locks its hands, it's going to throw a sickle at you. So what you want to do is when you hear its hands lock, wait like half a second, maybe 1 second, and then roll to the side. If it's to your right, you want to roll forward or backwards. If it's to your left or right, or if it's in front of you, you want to roll left or right. That's the general strategy for the 2v1 part of this. I really do not recommend trying to kill the sickle one first because the wheel one is always going to be chasing you down. So as you saw there, the sickle one threw its sickle and I rolled to the side and I didn't get hit. But the sickle can hit you when the Abductor Virgin is pulling it back. So you have to be very, very careful. The back of the blade has teeth as well. The other thing that I really want to call out for this fight is the arena itself. You'll see that there are cages all around, and I am currently getting stuck on them. There's really not much that can be done about that. I'm thinking maybe you're supposed to jump on top of them and then possibly deal damage to the heads. Maybe that's a strategy. I didn't actually think of that until just now. I kind of don't think it is, but it is possible. In any event, you really just want to keep your distance from the sickle one and then keep baiting the wheel virgin to come after you. When you see its hands come out, it is basically going to try to chase you down, and then you want to just go for it. You don't have to wait for the arms to be exposed to deal damage, but when those arms are exposed, you will deal a lot more damage than if they were locked up. So just keep that in mind. You can attack it both times. I do want to mention that the sickle virgin right now is doing this swinging move. While it is doing that, believe it or not, you can actually just stand in front of it. And as long as it's not moving around, like as long as the wheels on it are not moving back and forth and it's not moving around the room, you are completely safe while it is swinging its sickles around itself. So I'll employ that strategy once we get that one on its own. At this point, I'm just trying to play it a little bit safe because I only have 3 flasks left, and I did use my Wondrous Flask shield, which is a bit of a bummer. So at this point, I'm really just trying to keep an eye out for the sickle virgin, and luckily I was able to finally get the wheel one down. So here it's going to start swinging its sickles. When it's only doing it with one hand, you cannot stand near it. You do have to back away. But here we go. It's going to start moving its sickles, and then as you see, I'm able to just follow it. I don't even have to roll when it's close by, and then I can just start attacking it. So this one stands still more. That's why I recommend taking out the wheel one first. And then if this one is standing still, you absolutely can just walk up to it and go for it. However, you do need to be a little bit careful because of the teeth on the back sides of those blades. But really, once it's a 1v1 fight, it's super easy. For your troubles, you get the Inquisitor's Girandol, and then you also get a shortcut to a new area. And that's it. That's the whole secret. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.